Cowboy Ryan, pro rodeo bareback rider, national TV bareback champion, America's premier trainer, as seen on ABC Shark Tank.
I healed chronic lower back pain.
Hey, what's up guys? Cowboy Ryan with No More Back Pain Secrets. So, beyond excited because this is my neighbor Jada. You guys say hi to Jada. And not only is she a great friend of ours, but since the moment I met you, I heard that actually you saw me on Shark Tank, or you saw the episode.
Yes.
Okay, so she supposedly saw the episode on Shark Tank, and what really got her attention was like, wait, he said something about back pain.
Right. Chronic back pain.
She saw that I had chronic lower back pain. So anyways, it's been here several months. Haven't got a chance to work with her because she hasn't been having any pain at all. And just the other day,
Friday, 4 days ago.
4 days ago, what happened?
So I was stacking our wood pile for our wood stove, and unfortunately the very last log was frozen to the ground. And so I tried to do a full squat, and something went in my lower back and sent me to my hands and knees, and I barely got back to the house, laid down, and was pretty much bedridden for the next 18 hours. It was absolutely terrible. The worst pain I think I've ever been through.
Miserable. So anyways, the reason why I'm introducing you to Jada is because that she is going to start on using the actual phone app and going through the daily checklist, the stuff that she needs to do every single day. But where she's at right now, like you've kind of struggled with back pain on and off for a while, or
for probably 15 or so years.
Wow.
It just kind of lasts, but this last year
it's been the worst.
Significantly worse.
Okay. Significantly worse. Sound familiar, guys? If you're there, pay attention because we're gonna actually I'm not excited you have back pain, but because I've been there. You guys know 2 years of back pain. But what I'm so excited about is that, like, when I found out the other day, like, guys, I am in the middle of making this program. It's taken me over 15 years to finally say, I got to help people not in person anymore. I have to help people over the phone, over the internet, and I can do it. And so it's crazy that all of a sudden she started having this back pain. So we're actually going to go through this journey with her and overcome the back pain. So here's what we're going to do, guys. I know nothing about her physically. Like, did you play sports?
Cross country. I was a runner.
Okay, runner, cross country. How long did you do that? Like through high school?
Just my junior and senior year.
Okay. And you look pretty fit, lean. Like, have you always kind of worked out or here and there?
Here and there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So typically, now here's the thing, guys. Just so you guys know, is that she's kind of taking care of herself. How many kids you got?
3.
3 kids. So we know every time that you have a kid, it's harder on. Right?
Oh, yeah.
It's hard on your body. So what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of walk her through this. And I'm going to, if you guys are okay with this, I am just literally on my laptop right here. And I'm going to just walk her through this evaluation of the No More Back Pain. It's just a checklist that you guys have. We're going to just kind of walk through this, let her answer the questions. And if you guys are watching this right now, you guys can actually do the evaluation here. So there's several questions here, and what we're looking for, every question that I ask her, now when you guys are doing this, you got to be brutally, completely honest with yourself. You're not trying to impress anybody else. You just got to be, you've got to take note of, wait, oh my gosh, that's it. Because Jada, every no on this is another reason that's causing the back pain. So you guys getting that? It's causing the back pain. See, people all the time, they would come to me, okay, Mr. Trainer, what's wrong with my back? And they were always looking for just the one, like, give me, what is the one thing? And I'm like, no, it's not one thing. It's a ton of things. So there's about 30 questions on here. And we're going to find out how many no's and yeses, and you guys are going to find out how many no's and yeses. All right, so we are back. We're ready to go. Okay, Jada, first we're going to talk about your body. I know it's your favorite subject, talking about your body. What woman does not want to talk about their body? All of them. Okay, question 1. Do you sit with good posture?
No.
No. You guys see that? Okay. Now, here's what's cool about it. She had to think about it a second, and this is how our brains work. She thought of her sitting in the house, sitting in the car, sitting on the sofa, right? Like
Anywhere. Kitchen table, everywhere.
And this is how powerful our brains are. You've got to get honest, and if you don't have good posture sitting in a chair, you're going to have bad posture everywhere you go. So boom. So that's a no. Okay. You do not sit longer than 30 minutes.
No.
So you sit longer than 30 minutes at a time.
I almost never sit.
Okay, so she almost never ever sits. Okay, good. You sleep on a good mattress.
Not really.
Okay, so let me clarify, because people are always like, well, what is a good mattress? Which one should I use? Let me restate that. You sleep on a mattress that when you wake up in the morning, your back is not hurting.
It hurts.
Okay.
I'm stiff.
Okay.
I'm stiff and yeah.
Okay, so let me dive into a little bit on a good mattress. First off, what a person really, and I've tried so many of them, I can't tell you how much money I spent on mattresses, till I kind of finally had figured it out. Step 1 was you sleep on a mattress that when you wake up in the morning, now if you're having chronic back pain, you're going to bed with your back hurting. You're waking up with your back hurting. What you're looking for is when you wake up in the morning, your back is not hurting worse than it was when you went to bed. So a good mattress, now here's kind of really the rule of thumb. A good mattress, you're wanting something that's firmer, okay? I'm
concerned mine is too firm.
Okay. So if your mattress is actually too firm, the two solutions to that, now we're going to talk about this real quick. 2 positions that you want to sleep on your in bed. Well, you got to sleep in bed, okay? Not on the floor, not on the couch. If you sleep on your back, you want to put a pillow under your knees, because if your legs are completely straight on the bed, it's putting more pressure on your low back, and it's kind of taking a little bit of that curve in your back out of it.
Okay.
And so imagine sleeping for 8 hours, because you want kind of that little natural curve. Now, those of you that have some real back issues and you've been to the doctor and the doctor has diagnosed you and looked at the x-rays and diagnosed you with a bulging disc, a slip disc, and they've specifically ordered you to not put that little curve in the back, like that is what you need to stay away from. Out of everyone I've ever trained, I've only had one person that was the direction they should not be going.
Okay.
Everyone's direction seems to be forward, and they need to get more of that arch in the back. But if you've got back pain, you're gonna know. If you don't know, ask your doctor. Say, doctor, do I need to put more of the arc in my lower back? And he should be able to tell you that, because the doctor specializes in the alignment of your bones. The other position that is ideal to sleep in is on your side. But you're going to want to put a pillow between your knees. Okay. So you're kind of squeezing that pillow like that. And the reason being is if you don't, and your knees are completely together, it kind of then puts pressure on your hips, and it wants to kind of put your hips out of alignment. And so anyways, a pillow between your knees. And what would be really ideal if somehow middle of the night, then you could switch, or different nights you switch. One night you sleep on this side, the other night you sleep on the other side. So kind of covered that. And again, she's not sure if her mattress is good. Here's what's really cool. There's a lot of mattress places out there that will let you buy it, they'll deliver it, and then let you sleep on it for like 90 days. And if it doesn't work or it doesn't fit, like they will come and pick it up, and like you are out, no money at all. That's actually what we did, was we got one and we went really firm. Like first time we slept on it, I thought I was sleeping on like a piece of plywood. I'm like, are you kidding me? But it was one of those, like, it was okay, now that I think back, it's so crazy as I make this program. Like, it's been so long since I went through it, but things that I struggled with, and we had tried, there was a fad there, and maybe it still is, was the big pillow top.
Yep.
Okay? The pillow top, and they were great, but they were so cushiony, you would sink down in them. And the first couple times you slept in it, they felt great, but then after that, oh man, my back was worse and worse and worse. So the mattress that we ended up with, I swear, and this is what the guy told me. He said, you have 9 days to try it. But he said, I'm telling you right now, the first couple nights, you're going to be like, are you kidding me? What is this? I feel like I'm sleeping on the floor. And he said, just give it time, because your back that's really what your back needs. But he said also it's going to soften a little bit.
Okay.
And those mattresses, what ends up happening, once you kind of put a little time on the mattress, and I don't mean time on the mattress like jumping on the mattress. Once you put a little time sleeping on the mattress, it'll kind of start to form a little bit to your body, but it won't totally like let you sink, and it will hold you like in the perfect position that you need to be in all night. Guys, that's what you need. And when I all of a sudden start sleeping on one of those, I wake up in the morning, I'm like, my back pain wasn't gone, but it was better. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for it not being worse. Okay. Let's talk about your shoes. What kind of shoes do you wear?
I usually wear running shoes.
Running shoes? Okay. And would you say that they still have a lot of life and cushion, or how long do you have the same pair of running shoes?
I would say a pair usually lasts about a year to 2 years, but I don't always run in them.
Okay.
But I wear them every single day.
Okay. So this is what I learned, and guys, I want you to think about this. Say this is your spine, okay, and here's the vertebrae. And you got the little fluid sacs in between it. Every step you take, you're having this little jarring motion. And that's what your vertebrae are doing. Boom, boom, boom. And I just want you to think about this. If you're already having chronic pain, and you know that you got this pounding going on, and the most important thing you could do is have a cushiony pair of tennis shoes. Now, I was the guy, when I started having chronic lower pain, because I'm a cowboy, like, I didn't own a pair of tennis shoes. I literally lived in my cowboy boots, which have zero cushion at all. And when I finally learned the hard way, and I don't remember even how I learned it, but I learned, and this, guys, when I was healing my back, Google was not around. Facebook was not around. These kind of videos were not around. I learned that I learned it from my sister. That's right. She was a personal trainer. She was like, get out of those cowboy boots. And she literally took me to the store and bought me a pair of tennis shoes. I'm like, wait, cowboy wearing tennis shoes? I've never worn those before. But I kid you not, as soon as I put them on and I started walking around, I was like, I kind of felt like I was walking on a cloud. I'm like, this is awesome. And instantly, within the next couple days, have you experienced that? Maybe?
I know what you're saying, yeah.
So instantly, I started feeling just a little better. And that's what I'm saying, guys, is on this program, there's so many things. Once you start adding up all of these things, it's like someone that's broke at the end of the month. You look at your checkbook and you're looking for that $5,000 purchase. No. It's the $2 purchase that you made a bunch of times. It's the $10. It's the overdraft. Like, it's all these silly little things that add up. And that's where your back pain is. So check this out, guys. I'd never worn tennis shoes ever. I wore them for about 2 days, and I'm like, oh my gosh. My sister was like, how you feeling? I'm like, I feel a little bit better. And that was another thing that I added to this. So I kid you not. I've never owned a pair of tennis shoes before. Every 6 weeks, I bought a new pair of tennis shoes.
Wow.
And they look brand new. On the outsides, they look brand new, but I could kind of feel that the new cushion. And I did that for years, and I would just throw those silly things away, but it was very expensive, but I was willing to do it. But then I got even smarter. Then I started buying those little gel things, the cushiony things, and I put those in every single one of my tennis shoes. So then I wasn't always having to buy new tennis shoes, but I was able to, every pair of shoes that I had, including my ski boots, my snow boots, my water ski, okay, you name it.
Your water ski.
Yeah. Anything that I put my foot in, I knew I just want to take a cushion. So that's going to be something that you guys at home and Jada that you're going to want to do is put cushions in every single, and maybe it's time to get a new pair of running shoes.
It's probably time to get a new pair of shoes. And honestly, the summer is probably the hardest when you experience all that, because for me, I wear sandals.
Oh,
during the summer.
absolutely.
So when it comes to wintertime and I'm no longer wearing sandals, then this when the light bulb goes off and I realize, yep.
Absolutely.
Missing that cushion.
Absolutely. Okay, so your upper body posture. How's your upper body posture?
Not very good.
Okay. Most people's
I have
isn't.
to consciously think about sitting up straight.
You do have to consciously, and you have to catch yourself. And here's what you do, guys. And again, so you got to understand, I was a rodeo rider for 14 years. I was used to rodeo, and the position that you're in, you need your shoulders hunched over, okay? Like, that's how you ride a bareback horse. So in my head, I was always practicing that. My shoulders were always hunched over. And all of a sudden, when I learned that, wait. So what ends up happening, here's what happens, guys. And when I got certified as a trainer, I'll never forget, during the certification, the guy started going over this, and he said, and he wasn't making fun of one of the trainers there, or one of the kids in it that was getting certified, but he just made a point, and he said, look, if you do too much bench press, it's actually going to pull your shoulders forward. If you've ever seen guys that are big and buff and their shoulders are rolled forward, it's because they didn't do enough upper back exercise. They overbalance it. They thought a bunch of chest press would make this grow, and actually to make the chest expand, you need to do more upper back. And I'll never forget this guy that got me certified as a trainer. He had the perfect form. It was ridiculous. In fact, during the certification, me and the other trainers were like this guy was just like this. I mean, it was just perfect, and he almost kind of looked like a robot, but his form, and these big arms and his shoulders are really big, so you really could see how his form was. Now keep in mind, during this certification, I had 2 years of chronic back pain. I went to over 14 doctors, and all of them gave me the biggest BS stories you could ever imagine. And I went and got certified not to become a trainer. I was so desperate to heal my chronic lower back pain. I just went and got certified as a trainer. And during the certification, this stuff that I'm going over with Jada right now, and I'm going over with you guys, they were going over this stuff, and all of a sudden it started stacking up. And about midway through this certification, the light bulb, like, boom. No, it wasn't a light bulb. Like, it was these floodlights, okay, that just went on. And I'm like, what? You got to be kidding me. Like, every mistake you could be making to make your back feel horrible, I am doing every single one of them. So, again, it is that posture, and it's something that you got to work on. And I have exercises that you guys can do that really, if you're trying to remember to hold your shoulders back and head up and chin up, you're going to struggle with it, okay? I struggle with it. Anybody struggles with it. But how you're going to get that posture is doing these exercises that I've laid out for you that is slowly strengthening those upper back muscles that just naturally pulls them back here. The position you're at right now, just without even having to think about it, that is the position that you've conditioned your muscles to be at, and they're just going to hold themselves there, okay? And we got to slowly just keep creeping them back, and that is the one thing. And even to this day, guys, I still work it out. So when I go in my workout programs, I have so much upper back stuff that I'm having people do just because I know just that alone. That alone can cause massive chronic lower back pain. You add that to your daily routine, it's gonna make a huge difference. You sleep 8 hours a night? Yeah? Perfect. Okay, that is awesome. Guys, sleep is so important. Here's why. Now, I am not a good role model when it comes to sleeping because I get up like at 3 in the morning to work in front of the fireplace to make this program for you guys. But for sure, when I was healing my back, here's why, okay? Why sleeping is so important is that, so here's your vertebrae, okay? Here's both of them, and you got the little discs in between it. Those discs are comprised of up to 75% water. And those little discs in there, what they do is they just cushion. And it's almost like a tire of a car. It just sits there and boom, boom, boom. Okay, and it takes the jarring out of it, so your bones actually aren't smashed on top of each other. Now, take note of this one. Because they're made up of 75% water, if you're dehydrated and if you're not drinking enough water, and that's the next question, do you drink enough water? Most people don't, okay? If you don't drink enough water, those fluid sacs aren't fully filled up. Okay. Like they can be half full, 3/4 full, they can be a quarter full. So if they're not fully filled up, these discs are gonna come closer together. And also these discs are gonna have an easier time maybe trying to wiggle around just because they're not fully pumped up. This is why it's so important. So you drink lots of water during the day and you get sufficient amount of sleep, unlike I do right now, is because the water you drink during, think about this guys, close your eyes as I explain this. The water you drink or you don't drink during the day, it is going to refill the water in your discs, in your back, while you're sleeping. Okay. Because when you're standing upright and you're going throughout your day, it just can't fill it up. It's like trying to put air in a car tire when the guy's driving down the road. It's not going to work. Okay? You need the guy to stop the car, get out of the car, and go in the house so you can fill the air up. They're going to fill up while you're sleeping. However, if you're not drinking enough water and you are dehydrated, what's going to happen is your body is going to take that little bit of water that you drank during the day. It's going to go to your organs first. And the discs in your back, they're back of the line. They're last on the chain to actually get water. So if you're not drinking enough water, it is not going to be filling up the fluid sacs in your back. That right there, guys, is so important. If you have slip disc, if you have bulging disc, that right there is definitely for sure huge. Nutritious breakfast, lunch, dinners.
Yep.
Yeah? Okay.
Pretty good on the diet.
She does pretty good on the diet. That's awesome. Because guys, we're trying to repair your muscles. Everyone that has back problems, chronic back problems, we have a muscle problem, not necessarily a vertebrae problem. So everybody rushes to the chiropractor thinking he's going to fix it. No, it's actually your muscles. You have a muscle issue, and the better that you're eating, the more you are giving your body the nutrients to repair those muscles. We want to lengthen those muscles. We want to get the elasticity back into those muscles. If you're not eating good, it is really, really almost impossible to do that. When you're standing up, how does your posture? You standing up, shoulders back. What do you think? What do you guys think? Think about it.
It's so-so.
So-so? Okay.
It could be better, but it's not bad.
Okay, so she's not walking around hunched over like that, but she's also not back there as well. Again, you guys are going to become aware of your posture as you're standing. How about your abs? Do you just relax them, or do you kind of just have them tight and pulled in and like, here, hit me in the stomach?
I've always struggled with ab muscles with 3 kids and 3 C-sections is something I'm not.
Okay.
I definitely need improvement.
Okay, guys. So this is really important. Most people, okay, they relax themselves. They're relaxed. And where your back and your spine really, really, really gets its strength and its power and its stability is from your abs. And I'm not talking like that outer abs, hey, the 6-pack abs. Like, it's the inner abs. It's like what the old corsets, remember, that the women used to wear in the Western days, okay? It's that suck it right in. That's what the corset does. It just actually sucks everything in. So here's what you're going to want to do. And I learned this on my journey healing back pain, because after I got certified as a trainer, I'm like, that's it. Like, oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me. I ran back to the gym and I put this program together. And it all started with, I got to heal my muscles. I got to heal my muscles. And the first thing I did was I started with stretching. And so I joined a Gold's Gym and I went to a yoga class. I would show up at a yoga class and my back would be killing me and I'd be hobbling like an old man. And I'd roll out there going, oh, what? You gotta be kidding me. I'm ready to run a marathon. Who wants to box? Okay? Like, I felt amazing. And then I took a Pilates class because yoga is really for the muscles, okay? And so that's where you guys need to start. I have a yoga program, part of this as well. But you really start with stretching the muscles. And then I said, well, what else? What else? And I learned that I really needed to work on the corset, the suck it in, the inner abs. So I started taking Pilates. Because Pilates is really, that's what it's all about, is just really, it's all about the posture and to get your body in alignment. And it's really about tighten those abs. I'll never forget the instructor. Still know her name. Like, this was 15 years ago. Her name was Leslie. She was this tall, slender lady, and like she literally, like, she was lean, and man, she could do some Pilates moves like hold it forever. It was just, I looked like a fool in this class, but I didn't care. I was on my way to healing my back. But I got a chance to talk with her, and she said that she become a Pilates instructor because she had years of chronic back pain and she was getting nowhere with it. And then she showed me photos, and she used to be not really overweight, but a little bit overweight, and she kind of had this belly. And she said one of the biggest things that really breakthrough for her was when she started learning that you gotta constantly be working those abs. See, people think that you gotta go to the gym and, oh, I gotta whale in the abs at the gym. No, all day, like right now, you can just be like, suck those abs in and just kind of tighten it, because those are protecting your back. And then also, whenever you go to do anything or pick anything up, right before you pick something up, tighten those abs, because they're going to protect the back. All right, we're going to keep going, guys. Daily activities. I stretch before I get out of bed. You stretch before you get out of bed? You stretch before you get out of bed? Okay. You walk 15 minutes a day?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. 30 minutes a day?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Guys, you got to get honest with yourself. You already said it. You don't sit longer than 30 minutes at a time.
No.
Okay. And this is where, so like for instance, now, and you got to become aware of this. If you ever travel in a car, you literally like 30 minutes, pull over to the gas station, and you got to get out for 5 minutes, because the worst thing on you is sitting like that, your legs bent, because it really shortens those hamstrings. And then when you stand up and you get out of the car, you get out of your office chair, those hamstrings they just want to pull on the back. So, I know her. She doesn't sit at all. But next time you go to Minnesota, how long was that drive?
It's about 17 hours.
17 hours. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that her husband didn't stop the car every half hour to let her out.
But every 4 or 5 hours.
Every 4 or 5
Like
hours.
the gas tank is empty.
Yeah. So, and I just realized this. Whenever I drive anywhere, like my family, my wife just goes crazy. She's like, I swear we stop at every darn gas station. And it's because when I healed back pain and I got back into rodeo, and like I knew I shouldn't sit longer than 30 minutes. So I would continuously and I just realized that right now. Like, why? Did you hear that, honey? Where are you? Why I stopped? Have to tell my wife that one. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Here we are. You sit in a chair with good posture. Do you sit in a chair with good posture? Most of you does this look familiar, guys? In a computer, hunched over, okay? You got to sit in your chair with awesome posture, great posture. In fact, one of the greatest things that you can do, and I have a link to it, there's one of those back arch things, and some of those chairs that kind of have this well, if you really look at the chairs, right?
Some of them have the lumbar support.
Some lumbar support. That's what you're wanting. You're going to want to sit with good posture. And I have a video on that, so we're going to go over that. Can you touch your toes? Mm-hmm. Okay. You touch your toes with your legs straight. Most people cannot do that, so that's an indication where you need to start. You need to start with stretching the hamstrings. And do you work out? Do you work out?
Not consistently.
Okay, not consistently. So if you're having chronic pain, that's something that you're really, really going to want to do, because we want to get your muscles in shape, not just stretch them. We want to get them firm. We want to get them in shape and get the elasticity in it. Last question for you guys is, you have to think to yourself, you're having this chronic pain. Do you visualize the chronic pain being gone and you just being healthy and vibrant and go do what you want? Or are you always focusing on, oh, my back, oh, my back, oh, my back? Because I know 2 years that I had, I was always focused on my back. Oh, my back.
Mind is a powerful thing.
It is a powerful thing. And when all of a sudden, Tony Robbins, I got a set of tape from him, and he started talking about you got to visualize what you do want, not what you don't want. It's like someone saying, because I've done the fitness industry, weight loss for 15 years, I would say, what do you want? Well, I want to lose weight. I don't want to be fat anymore. When you say those words, your brain just goes, oh, weight, fat, and it finds a way to sabotage yourself. So where my journey kicked off is when I was like, wait, I got to visualize me being active, me rodeoing again, me, just waking up in the morning and jumping out of bed. I got to visualize me just be able to run across the street and not think about it and just living just in a normal life again and start focusing on that, because what's going to happen is all of a sudden, all the decisions in your life, you got to build yourself up. You got to build your confidence up. Right now, you might be watching this going, there's no way. My confidence is so beat down, so shot. It's ridiculous. But that's where the journey begins. So, all right. Any last thing you want to share or tell the folks?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Covered it.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And this is Cowboy Ryan with Jada and No More Back Pain Secrets. Woo! Get you some of that.